Okay, let me ask you a question. In terms of hood film, okay, I'll even make it more specific. Hood comedies. Can you come up with a better hood comedy than
I don't
the
know that
first
many
Friday
hood
movie?
comedies off the top of my head. And certainly past Friday, none of them were really that successful.
Well, they're all successful in their own way, but not you take Chris Tucker out of the
what's the one with
equation.
Method Man and Redman? How High? Was that really that big?
No.
Okay.
It was okay.
I wouldn't consider it a hood movie only because it didn't have a hood feel, but okay, you want to talk about a black urban comedy that was great, phenomenal, House Party.
Yes.
But it wasn't hood.
It
was the Cosbys.
Yeah, you're right. It was kind of middle class. Yeah, you're right.
Middle class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kid lived in a nice house. Both of them. Yeah, you're right. But I thought there was sort of a, well, I don't know, like Full Force kind of being kind of gangsterish sort of.
Niggas
like.
57 playing 17-year-olds. That was comedy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, when you look at all the best hood comedy
dude,
movies,
like I'm gonna tell you something.
Friday's always
like
number
I'm
one.
gonna tell you something again. And when I think great actors, we're talking about the best, and you can reel off Denzel, Leonardo DiCaprio, Morgan Freeman, of course, De Niro, Denzel. I said Denzel,
Yeah.
De Niro, Pacino, Jack Nicholson. When I think about, here's another one. Super nice guy, great rapper, but Common is Common. His acting is common.
I'm not.
And when I say common,
I'm not a fan.
When I say common, I don't mean Common the name. It's Common.
Yeah, he plays himself.
There's no boop, boop. It's just. Ooh. I mean, it's flat. It's all flat.
Right. I mean, for example, I felt the exact same way about Brad Pitt until.
Don't you do this.
What was the movie? 7.
Yes.
When I saw 7, I said, okay.
That motherfucker.
There's the range I've been waiting for. There you go. And after that, it seemed like he kind of turned a new corner.
Listen, sometimes some actors, because they're so pretty, people think they can't. And I this is why I said this about Matt Rife. Matt Rife, like Sugar Ray Leonard, and like Oscar De La Hoya, both them dudes was pretty boys. Girls loved them, America loved them, they was mainstream. But don't get it twisted. Both Oscar and Sugar, they had them fucking hands.
Yeah, they'll beat the shit out of them.
Comedically, Matt Rife got them fucking hands. He's a pretty motherfucker, and a lot of people hate on him for that, particularly dudes. Oh man, the crowd work and blah, 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 blah. Hey man, Matt got them comedic hands, man. He's open for me. Matt's a bad motherfucker. So with Brad Pitt, yeah, it's distracting how pretty that motherfucker was. Mm-hmm. But that man can act.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Well, he learned how to act some movies in. Like in the beginning, I felt like Cool World was like, Thelma and Louise, But once we got to 7, I'm like, oh, okay. He's onto something.
And what about Fight Club?
Yeah,
what
that
about
came
12
later.
Monkeys?
That all came after around 7. It was around that same time.
Well,
right.
Sometimes you can't show your best work unless you're given the opportunity.
This is true. Yeah,
so a lot of actors
was offered those roles up to that point.
And a lot of those roles he was offered probably was simply because he's a pretty motherfucker. The camera's gonna love him.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, but I'll still take Friday over really every other movie of that genre. And I actually, I look, I Googled it. I'm looking at a list of like the top hood movies based, on Ranker. Number 1 is the Friday franchise. Number 2, Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood. How High, Barbershop franchise. Good, solid franchise. The House Party, like you said, White Man Can't Jump.
That's not a...
It's just listed here. I wouldn't consider that a hood movie either. 3 Strikes.
Wesley is the blackest thing about that movie.
3 Strikes. I Got the Hookup.
Nobody watched that.
The Wash. Players Club.
Some of those movies are straight. When you say hood, that means only the deepest depths of the hood watch the movies.
Malibu's Most Wanted is on this list. Which, by the way, I think is a classic.
If you want to put...
Do you think Malibu's Most Wanted is a classic?
No.
Really?
No. Let me tell you something.
It's a white boy classic.
When you talk about...
How's that?
When you talk about a comedy, predominantly black class, beautiful shot, budget, everything... Eddie Murphy's Boomerang. You could put that up there with some of the other top tier romantic comedies with white folks.
Yeah.
When Harry Met Sally.
I agree.
As Good as It Gets.
Yeah.
That you know what I'm saying?
That's a top 3 Eddie Murphy movie.
Right. And that ain't nothing hood about that.
Correct. It was the opposite. Everyone
Yeah.
was executives in a high end.
An underrated Eddie Murphy all black comedy that I don't think gets enough love is Life.
Yeah. Cool.
Life with Martin and Eddie. I thought
cool.
that was great.
It was cool. It wasn't great. It was good. It wasn't
It
great.
was more than good. I think it was more
When
than
you
good.
talk about Eddie Murphy, it's a high bar. It's a high bar.
Yeah, but that's almost like discounting what Martin brought to it. The two of them together, chemistry-wise,
It was good.
yeah.
It was good. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I'm just not going to put it in the top 3. I wouldn't put it up there with Coming to America. I wouldn't put it up there with Boomerang. I wouldn't put it up there with Trading Places.
Even though Trading Places he's the only black person in the movie.
Right. Well, I'm just talking about movies in general.
No, I'm talking
Yeah, I'm
about
talking about Eddie
specifically
Murphy
about
movies.
black cast.
Okay, yeah, no, there's definitely not a black cast. I'm just talking about Eddie Murphy movies.
Yeah.
I mean, Coming to America was not an all black cast.
But that was still
It was primarily a black cast.
it was, but that was still
He played a white guy.
That was still during Eddie Murphy's Chicago Bulls years. Coming to America.
Okay.
Then when you talk about older Eddie, that's Eddie Murphy, Washington Wizards. Eddie.